Namaste everyone, welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jody and today is day 17 of our 28-day yoga practice, New Year, New You. Today's focus is on building a strong and healthy back. So grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. So today we're going to start in child's pose. And as we discussed yesterday, you can bring your legs together in child's pose. If you fold forward, it gives you nice support underneath your belly and your chest. Or you might want to open your knees wide and get a little bit deeper down into this posture. So just figure out what is going to work best for you. Arms in a relaxed, comfortable position. And then start to begin to notice, become present, and breathe. Good, and then as you're in this pose, as you take your next deep breath in, let's see if we can create a little bit more openness and space in the back. So breathing in deeply, and exhaling. Reach the arms out in front. Walk the hands away. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And come up onto the hands and knees. Okay, so coming up, wrists under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Pull your belly in. We're going to start with a sunbird flow. So bending the knee, inhale, lifting up. Good, so just like a cow pose, you're lifting up through the chest, through the head, through the knee, and then exhale, round, press away. Inhale, take it up. And exhale. Inhale, 5 of these. Exhale. 4. And 5. Now we're going to hold it right here. Just hold here, keep lifting up. And if you can, shift your weight into your right hand, reach your left hand behind you, grab your ankle, and then lift up through the knee, through the chest, press away. Hold right here. Good. Inhale and then exhale. Extend the right leg back, left arm forward, and pause. Spinal balance. Good. Keep reaching and lifting. Take one more breath in and then exhale. Release down. Okay, other side. Bend the left knee, lift up, inhale. And exhale, round. Good. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Take it up and hold. Press away. So staying right here, and if you can, you're going to shift your weight to your left hand, reach the right hand behind you, grab onto the ankle, lift the knee, lift the chest, push the foot away. Keep the gaze steady. Good, inhale. Then exhale, spinal balance, straighten out the leg, reach the right arm forward. As you're reaching, just lift up slightly. Pull the belly in, Keep the left hip in line with the right. Good, one more breath in, and then exhale, release, and come back to child's pose again. So you sit back, reach the arms out, get that nice stretch through the back, and bringing that belly towards your spine and rounding a little bit. And let's rise up, downward facing dog. Lift those hips, push away. Good, inhale up on the toes, bend your knees, look up, exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet all the way forward between your hands. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale and fold. Good, relax the head, pull yourself in, head's heavy. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach your arms above your head. Take your gaze up, exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So today we're going to move through variation of sun salutation A. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway, gaze up. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump to the back of the mat. Lower down, chaturanga dandasana. Again, knees up or down as you lower down. Flip your feet, lift your heart, and lift up. Now just pause here in cobra for a second. Elbows in, so we're staying lower. Chest is lifted, gaze up. And then exhale, lower down. Okay? Then inhale, bend your knees, reach back and grab onto your ankles. Good. And then lift up into bow pose. Lifting up on the inhale and exhale, lower. 2, lift up and exhale, lower. Good. 3, so you're lifting your knees, your chest. Push your feet away. Exhale, lower. 4, try to keep those knees about hip width distance. Lower down. 1 more time, inhale. 5, hold. Exhale, lower. Hands to under your shoulders, inhale, and then exhale. Let's press back. Downward facing dog. Pause right here. Good, inhale up on the toes, bend your knees, look up, exhale, walk, step, or jump towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, diving all the way down, chest to thighs. Look at your knees, head's heavy. Inhale, halfway, hands to your shins, gaze up, and then exhale, plant your hands. Step or jump back into your plank, lower down, chaturanga dandasana. And then inhale, we're going to flip the feet. You can just stay low here in cobra. Pause for a moment. Elbows are bent, pressing into the hands as you lift your heart, and then lifting your knees up, feeling that strength through the back. Exhale, lower down. Good. Now reach back for those ankles. Inhale, lift up. Lift the knees, the chest, push the feet away. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Again, inhale. And exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more time, inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Take it all the way back again, downward facing dog. And pause here. Good. Good. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to do that 1 more time. Okay, inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. We're going to slowly lower all the way down. Flip the feet. Inhale, Cobra or Bhujangasana. Hold right here. Okay, see if you could just take your hands off the mat for a moment. Keep the legs nice and strong. Take 1 more breath in and then exhale down. Bend your knees, reach back for your ankles. Let's move through that bow pose. Inhale, lift the knees, the chest, push your feet away. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, 2 more, inhale. Pretend you're squeezing a yoga block between your thighs, exhale. And then 1 more time, lift up, pause. And lower, hands under the shoulders. Press back to downward facing dog. And inhale up on the toes, bend your knees. Exhale, walk, step, or jump. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay, bring your feet about hip width distance. Toes forward, inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, let's come back to that forward bend. Okay, so if you can, you're going to take your peace fingers and you're going to wrap them around the big toe. It's called the yogi toe hold. So you're going to come between the big toe and the second toe, bring the fingers under the toe, wrap around, and then cap the top of your big toe with your thumbs. We're going to inhale, lift halfway, and then exhale, pull in elbows. We're going to bend out to the side. If it can't reach your toes, that's okay. You grab onto whatever you can, whether it's the back of your calves or your ankles, reaching for whatever you can. We're going to start to lean forward just a little bit on the ball mounds of the feet. Melt the heart down, lift the tailbone up. Okay, let's get deep. Feel the stretch. Not only does it stretch, obviously, your back, but your hamstrings, the glutes, the entire back body benefits. And then we're going to inhale and lift up. And then take the bind away. You're going to turn your palms up, your fingers point towards your feet, and slide your hand all the way under your foot, right? Your entire hand. So your toes are actually going to touch the inside of your wrist. And if you need to bend your knees to do this, bend your knees. Okay. And then inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, pull yourself in. Padahastasana, hand to foot pose. Pull in a little deeper, lift the tailbone, lean forward just a little bit, get a nice stretch through the wrists. Good, inhale, release the hands. Exhale, fold back down. Let's inhale 1 more time, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands. Let's step the right leg back, or left leg back. Step your left leg back, spin it flat on the floor. We're going to take warrior 1, okay? Right knee is bent, stand up, inhale, reach your arm up. Arms up, good. Hips square to the front. Good, we're down through the feet. Good, reach your arms up and back. Lean back just slightly, taking your gaze up. Pull that belly in. Take 1 more breath in. Okay, we're coming to a balanced pose now. So bring the arms down, shift the weight into your front foot, and then come up onto that back ball of the foot and give yourself a little push forward with that foot. Standing balanced pigeon. We're going to cross the left ankle above the right knee and then sit down. As if you're sitting into a chair, send the hips back. Keep pulling your belly in. Okay, we're going to take our left peace fingers, again, grab onto that left big toe like we did in that standing forward fold. Stand up, hold this balance, bring that knee up, okay? And then from here, you're going to extend the legs straight out in front of you. Okay, if it's too hard to reach the foot, you can either use your strap or a towel around the foot. And you can also, if you don't have either one of those, you can bend your knee and bring your hand right on the outside of the knee. So preferably if you have a strap or a towel, try to use that. Stand up tall, pull the belly in. Good, hold nice and deep. It's important in this pose to keep that spine long. So if it's okay, if you need to bend your knee a little bit to hold it here, that's okay. We're working on strengthening the back. So we really want to build that strong core. Pull the belly in and lean back just slightly. Take 1 more breath in, and then exhale. We're going to open out to the left. Bring the arm out, the leg out to the left. Keep your balance. If you want a little more of a challenge, you can turn your gaze right over that toe. Good. And then come back to center. Whoop. And then we're going to slowly step back, okay? Step back into that lunge, into plank pose right here. I'm going to press away and then bring the forearms down, forearm plank, okay? So from here, press into your forearms, push away, round a little bit through that back. Pull your shoulders back, hug your triceps in. Pull the belly in. This is a core strengthener, but it's a really great pose to help strengthen the back. Keep the gaze slightly forward. Go ahead, take one more breath in. Come back up onto your hands and lift your hips up to downward facing dog. Good, and then from here, we're going to take a jump forward, but let's see if we can jump into a squat. And if you can't jump into a squat, just walk your feet forward. But we're going to come up on the toes and bend the knees. And we're just going to jump forward right into a squat, okay? So we're going to bring our feet about hip-width distance, open the knees wide. We're going to come into an arm balance. This is called crow pose or bakasana. And, you know, if it's your first time coming into an arm balance, just have fun with it. Don't, you know, stress out too much about coming into the pose, because most people, when they try this pose for the first time, do not come up into the pose, okay? So we're just going to take it in baby steps. So feet are hip width distance, knees are wide to start. You're going to place your hands shoulder width distance in front of you, and bring the knees up. You want to think about, we're going to bend the elbows. You want to think about using the back of your arms as like a shelf. You're going to be resting your knees on the back of your arms. So it's kind of like a shelf, a resting position. Okay, so your elbows are going to need to be bent here. You're going to just lift up through your hips a little bit and then bring your knees up high into your armpits here. Okay, bend your elbows and keep your gaze forward. Don't look down towards your feet. Otherwise you might easily take a tumble. Okay, so you're going to look up. And our first step is just to lean forward and feel the weight of your knees on the back of your arms, okay? You're gonna feel that. That's gonna be pretty intense for a lot of us, and this is as far as we're gonna get here. Keep pulling the belly in and stay super, super strong here, okay? And from here, you're gonna see if you can lift up one foot up off the mat, okay? Just pick up one, pull it in, release it down, pick up the other, pull it in, release it down, okay? And then we're going to come forward again, lean onto the back of the arms, pull up one, keep pulling the belly in, lean forward a little more, keep your gaze forward, pull the other toe in, and then see if you can pull those feet up in towards your body. Just breathe, hold, take one more breath in, and then lower the feet down. And let's come back to plank. And lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Good, hold right here. Good. Now inhale up on the toes, bend your knees, look up, exhale, walk step or jump your feet forward. Inhale halfway, exhale and fold. Let's inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, other side, inhale, reaching the arms out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right leg steps back, warrior one, right? So we step back, we spin the heel in, left knee is bent. Rise up to standing. Good, hips square to the front. Good, and then as we lift up through the upper body, lean back just slightly, arms come with you. Steady, slow breaths in and out. Go ahead, taking one more breath in. Okay, let's release the arms down. Lift the back heel, standing balanced pigeon. Give yourself a little push as you come up into this balanced pose. Lift the right knee up, cross the left ankle over, or the right ankle over the left knee, and then start to sit back. Hands to your heart, pull your belly in. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Good. Now we're going to take the right peace fingers around the right big toe. Start to stand up. Lift that right knee up. Again, here's where you grab your towel or your strap if you have one. And then extend that leg straight out in front. Okay? Again, here is the key. Stand up nice and tall. Okay? If you need to bend the knee, bend the knee. Keep your posture strong. This is that focus. We're strengthening the back. Shoulders come down away from the ears. If you need to, if you don't have your strap or towel again, right? You just bend the knee. Keep pulling that belly in and up. Sometimes I like to grab the outside of my foot because I get a better grip. So, you know, as I said, play with it. See what works best. Let's take one more breath in and then exhale. Open that leg out to the right. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders away from the ears. And again, challenge your balance by gazing over the right foot. Good, let's come back to the front. Slowly release, step that right leg back. Plant your hands down, step back to plank pose. Make sure the wrists are under the shoulders, drop the forearms, forearm plank. Good, elbows under the shoulders, press away, hug your triceps and belly and knees up. Good, shoulders back. Good, breathing slowly and deeply. Keep the gaze slightly forward. And let's rise back up onto the hands into plank. Lift your hips up for downward facing dog. And let's jump to that squat again. Up on the toes, bend your knees. Exhale, jump to a squat. Coming into crow pose, Bakasana. Okay. So making sure you've got a nice wide foundation with your hands. Get your knees up on the triceps, bend your elbows. Start to lean forward. Pull your belly in. Lean forward a little bit more as you pick up just one foot. And you can't hop into this. You have to really ease your way into this, otherwise you won't be able to find your balance. Pick up that other foot. Pull the toes in. Maybe see if you can straighten those arms out a little bit as you hug in a little bit more. Good. One more breath. Slowly release. Step back to plank. Let's take a vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, and exhale. Downward facing dog. Good. Melt the heart, press away, lift your hips. Press your heels. Let's go ahead and drop the knees. Sit back and swing your legs around. Extend your legs out. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your sides, just slightly behind the hips. Fingers point straight towards your feet or slightly outward. Just before we come into the pose, really try to open up your chest. So roll the shoulders back. If your fingers are pointed forward and it feels restricted, turn your fingers out and open up through that chest. We're going to inhale and lift up through the hips. Press the toes down. You can keep your gaze up. Head can fall back. Or keep your gaze forward. Lift up through your hips. Hold right here. Keep pressing through the hands. Lifting through your hips. Two more breaths.
Last one. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Okay, so from here, if you can take those peace fingers around your big toes, we're gonna go ahead and grab the big toes. If not, you can reach on for whatever you can, grab that towel or your strap and pull yourself in. Bend your knees if you need to. Otherwise, straighten your legs and move that in the opposite direction. Back of the knees towards the mat. Let's rise up. Bend the knees and let's come onto our back. Knees to chest. I'm going to grab my block. We're going to come into shoulder stand here. So extending your legs up towards the sky. So this is the first place that we'll come to for shoulder stand. If you want a little bit more, take your block underneath your lower back to elevate. Okay, or coming all the way up. Hands on the low back, walk the hands up the back, shoulders, elbows in, and then press through. Straighten the legs, Padmapada, lotus foot, pressing through the ball mounds of the feet as you flex your toes back. And then from here, we're going to slowly bring the feet behind the head. And this is going to stretch that back out even more into plow pose, halasana. And we're going to slowly release out. Coming onto your back. Keeping those knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And then drop your knees to the right. Gaze to the left. Spinal twist. Back to center. Let's take it over to the other side. And let's come back to center. Hug the knees in one more time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's release the legs all the way out to the corners of the mat as we move into final rest of Shavasana. And let's start to come back to noticing our surroundings. Beginning to move your body slowly. And then bending your knees. With your eyes closed, roll over to either side. Gently bring yourself up into a seated position, where we join our hands to our heart in Anjali Mudra. And tuning into our hearts, keeping them open to receive and give love every single day. Acknowledging the strength you are creating within yourself, body, mind, and spirit through this yoga series. And then let's take one more deep breath in together. Reach the arms above the head. Exhale, guide your hands back to your heart center. Namaste. All right, great work today, you guys. I am totally feeling that in my back. So if it was challenging for you, just keep going. You're doing so great. See you tomorrow as we focus on building a strong upper body, arms, shoulders, and chest. If you like this video, please press the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have an awesome day. Namaste.